All right, everybody, welcome back. This is race number, what are we on, 4? Race number 4, I guess, of the iRacing AI JKR Spec Racer Ford season road to the top of, I don't know what to call this still. So that's good. If you haven't already watched the first 3 races of this series from, where were we? I don't remember where the first one was. Oulton, Okayama, and Lime Rock were the first 3, not in that order. But if you haven't watched those yet, go check them out. Was some great racing, a lot of fun, and we ran okay, so that was definitely a good thing to be a part of. So if you haven't already, go back and watch those. As always, I apologize if I have any mic issues during this video. It's not a lot I can do about it, unfortunately, but it's kind of what we got. If you haven't already, drop a like on this video and make sure you hit the subscribe button to be notified of all videos that come out of this channel. Today, race number 4, we got to keep an eye on David Lynn. Neil's up there in the points. Kevin has won the first, or 2 of the first 3 races, but he's lost some points somewhere. And Dean maybe is the other one that's up in the points. I can't remember who exactly is all up in the points, but definitely David Lynn is in front of us. Neil's right behind us, and Kevin has won the first 2 races. So those are going to be 2 names to keep an eye out on. Today we are at, what is this place, Oulton Park. Track that I really like. Let Mr. Abermatis go here. A track that has really grown on me. I wasn't a big fan of it about a year or so ago, maybe a little more. It became free content on iRacing. And it's grown on me. It's still not my favorite track. It's not somewhere I circle on the calendar or look forward to, but I don't hate it. It's become an interesting track in my mind, so. But it's okay. So today we are racing the full international version, I believe it's called, but with no chicanes, so we don't have to worry about any of those pesky chicanes in the back stretches. Apparently that's a bigger lift than I thought it was. I don't really know this track that well, and I don't know it in this car at all, so we're just going to roll with it and see how we do. We are still staying 3rd in the points heading into this race, so we'll see how we end up here. That hairpin on the shorter version without the big tail end of the track right there, really tricky, brutally hard. Carry a lot more speed in there than I thought. Apparently, didn't want to turn in too sharp and spin out, but I also didn't want to overblow it. Looks like we did okay. Just trying to get my bearings here as to where we need to be, where we need to put the car. Just overdrove that a little bit. Still good. Trying to use similar braking and gas points to the Pontiac is kind of my idea here. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work out, but that's what we're going to roll with here on this practice lap and see how we end up. Run a little bit wide there, so this car doesn't really grip as well as the Pontiac does, apparently. Didn't even realize that Bobbit was up the inside on us there. Running the back of Juniors, he had the lift there, but that's alright. John West. Definitely a little understeer right now. Probably just a function of the car, as we've talked about previously, so see if we can kind of deal with that and move along and see if we can, I guess, kind of overcome that and see if tire heat does anything for that. As always, if you haven't watched the previous race in this series, 20-minute races, single lap queue, so we're just going to have one shot, see how fast we can go, and then that'll be line up for the race. Still hanging okay here. Probably should have upshifted that one, but that's alright. We'll keep that in the back of our mind for Q in the race. Almost ran off track there, still carrying a little bit too much speed. Definitely a little too deep there, but it's okay, still made it. Go through turn 1 here one more time since we didn't get to do that at speed. Guess we'll go through 2 as well. A little bit understeery for sure. We are going to run a little bit quicker than the Pontiacs run around here, it looks like. Alright, just about. No, that is actually an off track out there, so we could use the curb. None of that other runoff, so at least we got a solid baseline of where we need to be, the pace we have, so. See what we got here in the Q trim, so. That's that. Let's see. Alright. Ready to rock and roll. Oh wow, there's a new Nokia phone coming out. Wow, that's interesting. Whatever. Alright, here we go. Come on, throttle pill. Is this my throttle pill? I don't know what happened right there. I don't know what happened to my race. It just closed out the race. So whatever. Anyways, we'll just reload it and we'll skip to Q. We didn't lose anything other than a couple of seconds. I don't know what happened there. Looks like iRacing crashed and locked us out, which really doesn't happen to me, so I'm surprised that that was a thing. Whatever. Okay, so that's we've had some issues lately. I don't know if it's an issue with the with my computer, with the way iRacing is running. I don't know if there's an actual issue with iRacing. I don't know, but nonetheless, we'll just reload back into the sim and we'll just skip to Q. That was interesting. I tried to go and nothing reacted, and I realized that my wheel wasn't tight like it should be, and my pedals obviously weren't working, and nothing was responding. So that's an interesting one. I can't say that I've had that before, so I apologize for whatever just happened. But at least we won't have to run the practice now. We know what we need track-wise, so should just be able to go straight to Q. So that'll be good. That was strange. That kind of has me a little nervous. I don't know what's up today. If it's because of the updates that I did the other day, or what it is, but nonetheless. Apparently there's a lot of corners here. These are all separate corner names. Apparently Leap Deer, the last little kink there, that's not actually what it's called, Deer Leap apparently. I don't know why it's labeled backwards on the sim, but that's okay. Alright. Let's see, Hilltop, Island, and Bend. So this is international with no chicanes is what this layout is called. Yes, I know that it's full screen, yes. Advance to Q, yes. Everything work, please, yes. Okay, let's try this again. Alright, I don't expect to be the fastest car here. Again, I don't have a ton of experience at this track, especially in this car. But I'm hoping we'll at least be okay with a chance of, solid top 3 runner. So for some good points, that would be ideal. Should we get everything nice and warmed up here? Big lock up there. We gotta avoid that on the Q lap and in the race, obviously. End of the backstretch here is going to be super tricky to get this right, especially if you're in traffic and you can't see your turning point because it's such a difficult corner. to see and get the line right and everything that goes with that. So we gotta make sure we nail this right for the entire race here. Alright. The hill, nice. Do the shift there. We just gotta roll less corner speed there than I think with like the triple apex. It's really deceiving where we need to be. Big lockup again, so not ideal there. Alright, we'll see what we can do. 2 big lockups on the out lap is not good start, but we'll see. Just clip the inside grass there, upset the car just a little bit, but not a problem, we'll still keep going. No issues, no histrionics. This is a fun track. I enjoy this track. It's grown on me in PCC and other series that I've gotten to partake in. I really do like the Foster's layout that we ran, the Formula V. I do enjoy it, even though it's kind of a chaos fest in official sessions with how many cars you have to try to fit in there and such, but I do enjoy it. Let's get this right, Justin. It's a little bit wide there. I had to do a slight blend. Excuse me. That was going to be really loud for all you. I apologize. I was on the straightaway and I couldn't decide if I wanted to do my mic and do it or what I wanted to do. I apologize. Alright, Q lap 141 dead. That's actually pretty decent. We'll take that all day. So hopefully that holds up okay. A solid lap. It's not a bad lap or anything, but well, maybe it is. Alright, so we are definitely towards the front field. We're going to win pole by about 8/10 there. So I think Dean and David are the ones that are in front of us in points. So me and other drivers at the back of the pack. So it's okay. We won't wait on them. It could take a while from experience. So 140. So it's going to be like 13, 14 laps around here, which is fine. But that's fine. 20 minutes should be good. Hopefully Kevin, who's lost some points somewhere, can stay ahead of Dean. Some of those other same fellows up at the front. Again, I've talked about this. I kind of wish there was more variation in where cars ran, but that's racing, so, you know. Gonna dial a little bit of front brake in this just to get us started ahead of time so they know it's going to be an issue as we burn through the tires. We learned last time here in the Formula V that these things, the pace car goes off and we're already green like before that, so something we gotta watch for, be ready for. Alright. Gotta have a nice clean start here. We gotta get Kevin up ahead of Dean for sure. We gotta try to win this race based on where everybody qualified. Nice even start. Looks like everybody else might have started in first gear, but nonetheless. Don't want to drive in too deep. We made it. Remember the Formula V race here, we did have an issue. First attempt going through there. Dean was able to get up to P3 right there, so Not ideal for us, but hopefully Kevin and some other cars, Steve Myers, can fight back on them a little bit. As long as David can hang on, we should be okay. So we're in fourth gear through there. That time we didn't quite have the speed. Nice and smooth here while these tires come up to temp. Come up to temp, come up to pressure. Gotta have temp and pressure through here. We're gonna struggle, so make sure we get those puppies heated up before we gotta go in here. Really hard. One downshift, aim for that apex. A little bit wide, we're still good. Just a little mistake. No issue, no harm. Actually got through there decently okay. Alright. Just about to the end of lap 1, still tight behind us, still tight gaps. A little bit of a slide through there, but still okay. Still hanging on alright. That's one lap down, took about almost 2 minutes there, I guess, so. I do have to know this track, it's coming up in PCC, so in my quest for a time trial championship, the more I'm familiar with the different lines and where I'm looking on this track, the better. Missed a shift there. It's fine. Ian's gotten up to second, that's not good. Need some fight back from some of those guys, hopefully in traffic. It's a little more interesting. Issue in the back here, I don't know what happened. That was weird. We had an error message, like somebody took the wrong direction on the track. Was there a flip here or something? I don't know what happened there. Did someone flip over the fence? I got a wrong way message, like I was going the wrong way when there was a car like oncoming almost on in front of us. I'll have to look back, remind me. I guess you can't remind me, this is a recorded video, not a live stream, to look back and see what the heck happened there that threw that like wrong way, and then there was a car, it said it was in front of us. It must have flown over the boundaries of the track or something. That was very strange. Kevin making a move on David Lynn, that's for third spot. Be a big pass if he can get that pass done. Be able to go chase after Dean there for second spot. Great for us in the points. That was very, very strange. I don't know what that was, but we'll have to go watch it on that too. Alright, so we see the pack over there on the right. We've got a nice gap so far. Going pretty smoothly. Still no issues, everything's feeling good up to temp. Probably need to use a little more brake there to keep the thing rotating and to get in there a little more aggressively and keep a tighter line. It's alright, we're doing okay. Kevin's right up on the back of Dean all of a sudden. Now that's good news. Only good news because we know Dean or Kevin's lost some points already, so we haven't really lost anything in that regard. Decided to use fifth there, see if it would help us get stopped with the extra downshift. It really didn't. Kevin's going to drive up to second there. Almost past Dean, but it looks like he might have the speed, so hopefully he can take that position here at some point for second place. Still can't quite capitalize on that yet. Sean's up there, Steve Myers up behind David. Big slide there. Just a little bit over rotated on entry. Nonetheless, it's fine. This car does sound really good now in downshifts with this new update that got fairly recently. It just sounds so crisp. New motor, new everything, and just sounds so perfect when you downshift and get it right, and it's right on the rev limiter. It's just a nice car. Nicer even sounding than some GT cars that have the same thing, the sequential downshifts. Just a little blip to get the thing revved up on the downshift, and it's just nice. Obviously sequential upshifts, and I just choose to manual blip the downshifts. God, this corner is so tricky. It just goes on forever, and you can't ever get the front to catch up. And I don't want to go in too hard or you'll spin out, but it just feels like it plows through there for whatever reason. That sound, I could just eat that sound up all day, and it's just a nice sounding car in general, but those nice hard downshifts are just mint. David back past Kevin, so obviously they're getting clogged up a little bit back there, trying to make the move for second, and jostling around quite a bit. Kevin's actually gotten David back. If they could ever get by Dean, they'd be okay, I think, to make some time. So again, it just wobbles there with a slight turn in, under braking. Gotta keep that in mind towards the end of this race as we start getting freer in there with tire wear. Solid blips. I haven't missed any shifts yet or blown the motor or anything, so that's good. Get a tear off there. Kevin's trying to make a move for second place. I got stuck between spot and place right there. But you can get all the way up to him, you just can't quite make that pass yet, so it's encouraging that he has good speed to keep mounting a charge like that. But brake a little bit early there, turn in a little bit earlier, that was nicer. Risky because of where that line put us, but it was nicer. We're gonna catch Chris in a really bad spot right here, I think. Oh, he's going to give us the inside line. I was going to say it's not a place where we can just send one because of the way the apexes work, but stayed wide for us, and a slight lockup from him there kind of clouded our vision a little bit, but we were able to make it past. We've really just hit the gas here, making great lap time, really pulling away from the rest of the pack, and not a lot we can do to influence them today. We just have great speed here, which I kind of didn't expect. Wow, that was our best lap. Expect that either with the way the lapper was in the way there a little bit, but it's alright. Yeah, it's not like some of these other tracks we've been fast, but not, running away. We definitely have a large pace advantage both in queue and race here today, so we're just going to have to go like hell and hope they have some kind of weird stuff happen behind us, because nine seconds back, just coming up to near halfway here, probably by halfway through time. Very tight race actually, a lot of cars stacked up there. Just able to bounce across there, ran a little bit wide on exit, but no harm, no foul. Kevin finally able to make that pass for second, see if he can hold on to it. There we go, there's a little better through there. Looks like Kevin's made it stick so far, so hopefully they can get through the lapper. It looks like they can. Big separation there from Dean as we break into the 140s. That's where I want to be. That was our push time there. Wow, big gap there. David and Dean really got caught by Chris there. I assume going in that last corner and weren't able to make that pass. Really hurt them as they went through. Cost them almost 2 seconds already back to where Kevin is. So David wants to make another pass. That'd be great too. Even though he's still 1 point ahead of us. Yeah, that way we would still make up 1 point on him and multiple points on where Dean is at. So I'm gonna feel really stupid if I've been rooting against Dean this whole time and he's not who I thought was leading the points. That'd be really sad. Again, just get that shift right over the bumps. We've already ran great pace here in this race, so we don't need to push too much. Probably gonna be 13 laps would be my guess based on our pace here. Oh no, Angela did the same thing. I saw a car pop up on the relative there. That is so weird. Whatever is happening there is so weird. Missed that one, so we'll just back out of it, start over again. David's slow up ahead of us here. I don't know what's going on at like turn 2 or whatever there with cars going off the track and ending up. Why am I getting the wrong way symbol? I don't know what is going on with the sim right now, what is going on with the notifications from the sim to me. I can't even tell you, it's so weird, but almost over revved it there. We're definitely starting to lose front tires. Halfway through the race, we've done our job. We got a 13-second margin to play with, so we should be okay. In that regard, we just gotta get to the end here. I just don't know what's going on with cars like flying through the air over there, or what's happening and why it's giving us wrong way symbols. That's very strange. We're gonna start to catch some of these back marker heavy traffic, not cars that have had incidents, but just heavier traffic. Probably in the next 2 laps or so, the last 3 or 4 laps, we're gonna have some heavier traffic at the tail end of the field here. Looks like they've kind of spread out a little bit behind us, so might be done battling for podium positions for the time being. Just able to creep through there, perfect exit on the curb. These curbs, we've learned the flat ones there with the like dots on them almost are actually a little bit sticky. When PCC came to Foster's a couple seasons ago, guys were actually running over that even though it was out wide, like a wider line, they'd run over that because it was an advantage. With how sticky it was, you could use it to get a good drive off the corner. Up the hill especially, so. Some of these flatter curbs with the circles on them. Definitely usable for traction. Alright, got about 6 minutes left, a little more. We again run in the 40s, a little bit quicker that time. Slide turn 1, per usual. A little bit, again, is that probably fuel burn off, or 9 laps of fuel compared to where our Q lap was, but tire heat, you know, but we also have tire wear in there, so that's part of it. We're going to run wide there, pick up the 1X. Better than trying to jerk it back and spin out. Car shouldn't be hurt, that's just flat turf grass stuff, so should be all good. Oh god, look at all that traffic up ahead. Bunch of cars running in the high 20s, low 30s. Overdrove that entry just a little bit, still good. Steve Myers, Sean Nash are still battling for 5th, but they're not really on the back of anybody else. Alright, what do we do now? Where do we go, and how did we get there? Oh, this is not good. Oh god. Big crash there. We're just going to lock it down and continue on. We just ran over the back of Matt. I thought I had the space. We made the space around Grant. Made that big contact there, a big 4X. Dave had an issue up the hill. And it got a little crowded there, but hopefully the car is okay. Obviously not ideal, not what we want. We had the big gap. We were able to just lock it down and straighten it out. I don't actually know exactly what happened, if I just misjudged it or what happened, but nonetheless, we're just gonna continue on. There's a car stopped over there. It's Jimmy Broadbent on the outside of turn 1. So I'm pretty sure I just passed any yellow flag zone, but it's fine. Nice late apex here, trying to catch him through the corner, which we actually didn't. Again, very strange how these traffic AI cars are going about this. This match is gonna kind of mostly pull out of the way, I guess. He could have lifted a little earlier and given me a little better entry, but I don't know what's going on anymore, so we're just going to roll with this. It's been a strange day on the sim. Strange day. Here's Steven, the car that we have to go back and look at. I guess we'll look at that, and we won't look at Angela or whoever the other one was that had a similar issue, because I'm curious what happened at 2 when everybody's still fairly bunched up, so we'll go look at that. Getting to nitty-gritty here, otherwise known as the end. Big break right there through the center of the corner. Actually, just 2 laps left here, so we're only going to get 12 laps in this one. You use the extra downshift here. I need a gap, probably not going to catch too much more traffic. Just this car, and then maybe Brian up ahead in 2 laps. Car seems to be okay. No noticeable heavy damage or anything, so continue on. Again, another mid-corner break there from a lapper, causing us to change our mind slightly. It's okay. Nice, smooth. Coming back to start the final lap when we come back, because we won't be back to the line in 30 seconds, certainly. This has been a very interesting race. Many deaths. Apparently. There we go. Nice turn in. That's what we've wanted this entire race. Couple lappers up here. Nice and patient, trying to catch them in a nice spot. May or may not catch them cross up ahead of them, who's actually had some issues and is already a lap down. Trying to be nice and patient, filter our way through here. Oh god, why do they do that? John West again, same issue. Why did they do that? Okay. Final lap around here. Jimmy Broadbent gonna leave the pits right in front of us and undoubtedly park it in the middle of this corner and really screw us over here. Yeah, why do that, man? That's wild. Why would you do that? Plenty of gap, no pressure. Let's not run into the grass while we're looking at the time splits. Nice hard downshifts there, because why not? We are going to catch Nim and Nigel here on this last lap. Make sure we get through them cleanly. Another missed shift over a bump. Let's see if they're choosing to bail out here before the corner, if we're going to have to follow them through here. Looks like they're going to stay. Brake nice and early, make sure we can get through here. Some good pace, not have an issue. Job done there. We're going to catch Tom again. He's really holding up Dano, actually. Run over the back of him, because why not? It's a little drama. Actually severely hurt the car, lose the race. Car is broken. Wow. Last lap drama. Something broke. That is really unfortunate. We have some heavy, heavy, heavy damage here. Alright, just because of that, I feel like we're gonna give EOLs to everybody that finishes in front of us here, just as the penalty for what we should have had here. I'll make a note of that for the next episode. Wow, that's brutal. That's really unfortunate. Was it a mistake by me? I don't know. Cars just absolutely killed on that one. We really did in there. I don't know what happened. I don't know what that was, but it's just brutal. Rolled in here, locked up, tried to go around him, and just, why are you going that slow? When I hit him, I'm on the brakes at, we're at no speed, 75 miles an hour. I've been rolling through at 85 miles an hour, so. Kevin gets another win, lose more points. Sure to EOL all those guys for my troubles. Good grief. Well, that sucked. That really sucked because we did everything right. We had a big gap and gave up the points. And we forgot to look at Steven's crash. I forgot all about it. Rats. Yeah, so that was not great. Is it gonna do the thing where it didn't count the race results because I didn't wait long enough? Is that what happened here again? So we might have just been saved actually there. We're gonna see what happens here. I don't know what exactly. It wasn't him that was leading. It was Sean that was leading the points anyways, not Dean Rat. So we were looking at the wrong guy. First of all, the whole race. Why does it do that? I think it's because when I leave the session, I'm not waiting for everybody to finish, so it doesn't process the results as being completed. I think is what goes on there. I don't know that for sure, but it looks like I can't get these results back. I still haven't figured out a way to try to get them back after the fact, which really sucks actually, because that was, I guess it's better for us that we didn't lose those points, but at the same time, like we ran the whole race and nothing happened. So I guess we'll just take it. We'll all take EOLs, me for those incidents and everybody else because I feel like it, and we'll see what happens, I guess. So yeah. I guess that's all for this episode. On to Sebring. Thanks so much, everybody. If you haven't already, drop a like down below, subscribe so you don't miss any channel uploads, anything like that. Make sure you hit that notification bell. And we'll move on. I guess we got 3 races left. Still try to win this title. So more drama ensues. Till next time. All right, bye.